Now to our top story, the investigation into the Sikh temple shooting rampage. This morning, we're hearing police radio transmissions that captured the terrifying moments.
Subject down! Officers down! I need to stop! We have one officer shot.
Franklin Dispatch, Squad 7512 South Howell Avenue. Subject with a gun, balding, white t-shirt. Officer down.
Officer down. That injured police officer is in critical condition right now. We're joined by Oak Creek Mayor Stephen Scafidi, and the police chief, John Edwards. Chief, let me start with you. The officer who is down, can you give us an update into his condition?
Yes, he last night, approximately 11:30, came out of his second surgery. The information I have is he's resting comfortably with his family in an ICU intensive care unit at a local hospital. He was shot between 8 and 9 times during the shooting. A lot of extremity shots, shot in the neck, in the cheek area. None of those appear to be at this point life-threatening. They have him resting comfortably, and we hope for him to make a full recovery.
Shot between 8 and 9 times. Do you have any sense of the weapon that was used to shoot him?
It was a handgun that was used. All indication, just one that we recovered. And it was very close proximity. That's why there were so many wounds. He came around the officer's vehicle and approached him while he was tending to someone who was hurt. He was assisting someone that he found at the scene that had already been shot when the suspect came around and engaged the officer at a very close range.
6 people were killed, including the suspected shooter. Mayor Scafidi, we learned overnight that one of the people who had been killed was the president of the temple. What do we know about his role in this incident?
I can't confirm that. I know that I believe the Sikh community released that information. Obviously, he was one of their leaders. It's true, it's a sad day for that community and our community. But I can't confirm the identity of any of the victims at this point.
All right, we have heard from other reports that he may have tried to tackle the gunman. Chief Edwards, sources are telling us that the suspect was recently discharged from the Army. We are also hearing reports that he may have had some connection to white supremacist groups. What do you know about the suspect right now?
We have some information on the suspect. I do understand that he did have a military background. As far as the white supremacist, things are being checked on his background. All kinds of leads are coming in, and I think it would be premature for me to say or confirm that was the case, because I'd hate to put something out right now that we'd have to retract later. We are looking into all of those claims that we've gotten, and hopefully we can confirm those later this morning.
But as far as you know, no background that you know of about this suspect that was obvious to you or would have been obvious to your police force as you responded to this horrific crime?
He lived in a community neighboring ours, and we're doing a 24-hour back check just to get any idea what he may have been up to, what he was doing. And right now there's no indications that there was any red flags at this point.
Mayor, I understand the president called you and the governor personally. What has he said about this? And more importantly, what's the degree of federal involvement in this investigation?
The president called me about 4:45 in the afternoon yesterday. It was very comforting to me and to the community that he expressed his condolences from not only himself but his family. He offered the full support of the federal government and the agencies responsible for investigating this, and we welcome that, and we're willing to do whatever we can to make that process go smooth.
Chief, what makes this an investigation that would require or invite federal authorities into it? Is it if it becomes something that we start to look at as a hate crime, or as the term you used yesterday was a domestic terrorism type incident? Explain to me what the distinction is.
We definitely, when we look at something like this with the Sikh community, obviously we have to look at that and say, is this a hate crime? The FBI had resources that go beyond what we have, and that's why we chose to go with the FBI as the lead on the investigation that we're assisting with them. They just have more resources and have more knowledge and intel on this type of activity. So we need to look at all those things, either to rule them out or confirm that that's what this might be.
Mayor, tell us about the Sikh community in Oak Creek. What do you know about them? Have you had much interaction with them?
We have. They've been in our community, or at least their temple's been in our community since 2006. Very active, willing to help on community efforts. We have a large Indian community in the area, and these are very positive and willing to do whatever it can to help. And so I grieve for that community. They are assets. We have 23 places of worship in our city. They are one of them. And we're not going to let something like this get in the way of that being the case in the future.
Chief, obviously we've had a mass shooting very recently here in the United States, and immediately after the shooting, the attention got focused on the shooter's residence, the place they live. You, I know, are investigating this alleged shooter's residence very closely. What is it you're looking for, and what is it you found?
As far as what I found, I won't get in, what has been found, I won't get into any details on that because it's an ongoing investigation. But basically, we're looking for anything that would indicate motive, what this individual had been up to, anybody he may be affiliated with, anything that we can find at his residence. We go in there cautiously. We want to make sure that there's nothing left there for us as far as booby traps. And we clear it. That's why it takes so much time. But basically, we're looking for anything that can give us any indication of motive and who this individual was.
Chief John Edwards, thanks very much for joining us. And Mayor Stephen Scafidi, the mayor of Oak Creek. We'll, of course, follow the story ongoing. We'll keep on following it. And good luck to you, gentlemen, in finding out what you need to find out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Such a difficult situation, right?